Final Fantasy XIV has easily been the worst MMORPG in history, launching with huge amount of bugs. One of the worst server lagged games in history, along with the most copy-pasted gear, maps, and skill animations. Being a Final Fantasy game, however, it does have potential. But will Square Enix be able to fix the game by 2.0 near the end of 2012? The main question still remains. Let's look at the current facts. SE has added 2 instance dungeons, Darkhold and Ifrit, 4 open world dungeons, Chocobos, fixed a few bugs, fixed a bit of the UI lag, a bit, but it still remains. It still remains there. Inventory space is very low. When we look at the reality though, it's taken them a year. Along with this, there's so many class balancement issues. In FF11, Square Enix could never balance the game around the classes. They just couldn't do it. Archers were on top, and this was on top, that was on top, and people would just roll on the bandwagon, and Square Enix would never do anything. By the time 2.0 hits, players will be demanding balancement issues, more dungeons, more content, and SE just won't be able to keep up with the player base. Players will demand more, SE won't be able to update fast enough. The worst thing, though, that SE has planned is to make players pay once 1.20 hits. He wants also casuals to reside along with hardcore, and hardcores to reside along with casuals. He expects casuals to do the open world dungeons, where hardcore players will do like instance dungeons for the best gear and slot items. But in reality, the average person only cares about best and slot items, so let's look at the facts. They'll either need a nerf or buff constantly why'd I say burf? They'll either need a nerf or buff constantly, like every week, but they won't be able to because it takes them a month to fix a simple issue like a drop rate on an item. Players have killed Ifrit 20 to 30 times easily and still have not got their Ifrit weapon. How can SE plan to hold up in MMO if they can't even fix a simple drop rate issue? It's taken them 2 weeks and they still have not done anything about it, even though they mentioned they'll look into it. But if they're looking into it, why has it been 2 weeks? That's unacceptable nowadays. We have Rift out there which constantly throws out a patch, and it takes them like 30 minutes to throw the patch inwards. You know, the last game they made that was actually good was Final Fantasy X, and afterwards the Final Fantasy series just went downhill. They took out Nobuo Uematsu. They took out after Sakaguchi left the company. That was it. The company was dead. 2.0 will just not fix the game. It will make it more shiny. It will make it pretty. It'll make it better. But the long, unfortunate truth is there will be better games out there to play by the time it hits. For example, Sweater, Rift, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Secret World, Wildstar, and more. Unfortunately, it breaks my heart. Every single person wanted Final Fantasy XIV to be good, but unfortunately Square Enix is ignorant and refuses to listen again. Square Enix, my advice to you is you do have a chance. Don't charge players for 1.20, and you will get a chance. However, if 1.20 you start charging, everybody's going to leave again and the servers will be dead, and you're going to be regretting it. Sure, you can say, well, I'll be the only one playing, and Square Enix will get my $15, but guess what? $15 does not support server costs.